You know, like when you're a kid and you sort of like find something that you enjoy, like I don't think that I ever expected to be doing the thing that I enjoyed.
My name is Jess Fu. 我叫傅冠兰, he uri tēnei no haina. I'm a DJ and music journalist. On this show, I'll be chatting to musicians who use their art to explore their cultural roots. This is Amplified. Samara Alofa is an experimental artist and a child of Te-Moana-nui-akiwa. They have Tongan, Samoan and Māori heritage, which seeps into their songwriting.
That's all me.
Their debut album, Earth Punk, was released by Queenie Control, run by Jess Hansel, aka Coco Solid. Samara is never afraid to experiment with new ideas to create their own sound.
I started getting into music when I was really young. I lived with my grandparents and my papa, he's like a real amazing guitar player, and he used to just jam out and shred in his room like with this like little amp. So I'd always just like hear like the music he'd listen to as well, like Jimi Hendrix and like Stevie Wonder, and I'd just be like buzzing old man. Can you get out of my video, please?
Oh, sorry.
In intermediate high school, I was joining all the extracurricular, like big nerd energy, like glee club and stuff, like just anything, or like liturgical singing. Because I went to all-girls school, like from year 7 to year 13. The only way that you could really socialise with other people outside of your school and with like boys was like going to socials and like going to raves. So I was like that bitch. I loved to go to the raves because like I had like relaxed parents. In my early 20s, I would be sitting at like our flat screen TV. I'd plug my computer in, sitting this far away from like the TV, like trying to like figure out the software. Picked up GarageBand and then picked up Logic and then picked up Ableton, and yeah, and now I'm just like I'm on this journey of like learning all these different types of softwares, like, and by collaborating with people as well.
What was your favourite scene in Bring It On?
Oh, my favourite scene in Bring It On is the one where Hayden Panettiere and he's
Crumping.
and they go.
And I've told that a lot.
I'm not like doing a very good job of being hot. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Earth Punk, your debut album, released almost like 2 years ago. What inspired you to make Earth Punk? Like, what was that process?
I feel like the process of Earth Punk was a lot to do with that, like healing some sort of like void. Like it's like a diary entry, like open letter buzz as well. And like and all of the experiences and like the like realities that exist in that storytelling is like about Tamaki, like Auckland. I do say that I have a love-hate relationship with Earth Punk because there's like a lot of stories in the songs that have been birthed out of like trauma or like things that are like sad or like, you know, it's emo music. Like sometimes I just can't stand like performing the songs. It just is like that.
What are the stories that you want to tell through, let's say, 111? Like, what is that song in particular about?
We wrote that in response to a poem that we read in a book, and we were like also doing a lot of research into like one of my grandmother's and her grave being dug up from, like, to build the Simmons Street, like the motorway there. So that's like why I named it 111. It's like people think it's about the police or something, but maybe it is. I mean, it all ties. It all does tie into the same, source of, like, we're talking about colonization. Much of our past is like a good thriller, best remembered for the countless nightmares we keep burying in the graves of our sleepless nights. The few moments of relief will at least see the hero scrambling out of the terror into a likely future sequel. And the poet is Rupe Rake Petaya. And yeah, so... Like, Don't Care is like a play on a song or a melody that I would have, like, written for, like, a church song or something, and, like, the chords, the melodies, and the repetitiveness of it. Like, it's all, like, like, when you listen to, like, loops, it kind of, like, makes you tired. Like, the whole work as well plays on like loops, like if you listen to it all the way through, like most of the tracks, like some of them have the same BPM and like sound like one big song if you like play them by each other, like cycles, and then throwing a sample of Me Tupaki in it, which is like a Tongan chant, and it's like, you do it to appease the gods, and so it's like this juxtaposition of these two, like, sort of parts of, like, the past and the future and the present, and, like...
What are you working on at the moment?
I am working on releasing a new mixtape, album, don't know. I'm moving through more, like, electronic dance music as well, which is, like, because purposefully, like, Earth Punk was so emo, like, so I want to put something out that is, like, joyful and, like, exciting and happy, or, like, gay. I don't know.
He called me toxic 'cause he ain't my boo. But you can be my lady if you want to. She called me toxic 'cause she ain't my boo. But you can be my lady if you want to. You can be my lady if you want to. But you can be my lady if you want to. But you can be my lady if you want to. But you can be my lady if you want to.
One of my favourite songs to perform right now is definitely BTTG. It's a sexy and cute song, and, like, yeah, I really like, yeah, I really enjoy performing that song.
What's that song about?
Kissing